So the question for this presentation is what types of meetings are held in the company, what happens in board meeting, and what happens in shareholders meeting. So this presentation is about explaining the types of meetings and what typically the business is conducted at the meeting. The focus of this presentation is more for small private limited companies and not for public limited companies. Public limited companies typically have slightly stricter and different requirements as to the meeting. So let's start. So first of all, there are two categories of meeting, or rather two categories of audiences for these meetings are meant for. And the first one is the directors meeting. So obviously, as the name suggests, it is a meeting of board of directors, and it is also referred to as board meeting. Every company has two types of people, directors and shareholders. Shareholders are the owners and the investors of the company, whereas directors are the executors or the managers of the company. So there are board meetings that happen from time to time for managing company business. And then there are shareholders meetings. First type is annual general meeting, and another one is extraordinary meeting. So these are the three types of meetings which happen in these two types of audiences in any company. And then when the business is conducted at these meetings, there are two types of resolutions those might be passed. So resolution means what? So a company has to take a decision on certain matter. So at that point of time, company may come out with this is a question, and these are the three possible options or three possible courses of action that a company can take. And those might be listed as A, B, and C. Now the people who are present in the meeting, they give vote, and then they say that okay, I go with A, I go with B, or I go with C. So this is called as resolution. So the meeting, officially a question is put forward for discussion, additional information may be provided, and finally the vote may be taken as to what is to be done. And there are two types of resolutions. Ordinary resolutions means more than 50% of people present in the meeting should vote in favor of resolution, or special resolution, that means more than 75% votes should be in the favor of resolution. So the important business that is critical to the company may ask for special resolution, whereas the normal business might be passed by ordinary resolution. So we have two types of resolutions which are applicable for any type of meeting, whether it is a board meeting or whether it is a shareholders meeting. So now coming to the directors meeting, all the director meetings are same. In the sense, there is no difference between special or ordinary. Directors can call meeting at any point of time as and when they require it necessary. There are some companies who hold directors meetings every month, and there can be cases where directors meetings are held only once a year or maybe twice a year. It depends upon specific situation. Any matter can be discussed, however, notice of that matter needs to be given before the meeting is called for. So when you send an invitation to the board of directors, you will need to list the agenda and specifically point it out what you are going to discuss. Now, whether a specific resolution needs a special resolution and what should be the quorum of directors meeting is normally defined in the constitution of the company. So constitution may even decide that in certain matters, some directors has a more say in decision making. That is possible. Now, when it comes to shareholders meeting, and the first meeting we talk about is shareholders general meeting. This meeting is normally conducted for approving accounts, directors appointments, and appointment of auditors. So this meeting every company has to do annually once. After the accounts are completed, shareholders meeting is called for. The annual accounts are explained to them. Directors offer for reappointment. Maybe auditor, if it is there, auditor will also have offer for reappointment, and a fixed agenda is generally there for this meeting. This is also called as AGM, annual general meeting. So you might have heard term AGM, not shareholder general meeting, but AGM is essentially shareholder general meeting. Normally the notice of 14 days needs to be given along with the venue and the agenda for discussion. And generally there is a practice to send a copy of accounts to all the shareholders before the meeting is conducted along with the notice. So when you send the notice, copy of accounts will also be provided. Now comes the special meeting, that is shareholders extraordinary general meeting. Now as the word indicate, it is extraordinary. That means it is not a normal meeting, and this might be called on a case to case basis for any other urgent matters. For example, company might be facing funding issues and it might need to apply for a loan, and for that it might require shareholders approval, or company might want to issue additional shares for the funding, or there might be any legal prosecution against the company. So to discuss all these matters, extraordinary general meeting is called for. Obviously it is extraordinary, so it is held as and when necessary, and agenda will depend upon the specific issue. So normally the issue will be very specific, and the discussion will circle around that specific topic only. Now notice of 14 days or 21 days may need to be given. Notice of 21 days will be required if the business to be discussed at this meeting requires a special resolution. So whenever there is a special resolution, 21 days notice is necessary. So now the question is, what happens in practice, especially for small companies? So we understood three types of meeting. So in practice, the situation depends relevance of this meeting. So what happens is there are many companies which are of one person. There is one single director and single shareholder. So in these circumstances, he is not going to obviously have a meeting with himself as the shareholder or the director. Sometimes the company is promoted by two people, husband and wife. Again, the relevance of the meeting then diminishes. Sometimes the company might be promoted by two or three friends who actually work in the company full time, and they are in contact on day-to-day basis. So they don't really need to convene a meeting officially. So in these circumstances, most of the work may actually happen by paper means. What paper means is that the resolution is written and just sent for signing for each of the person, and it is then kept in company records for record keeping purpose. This happens when there are two or three people in the company and they are the promoter and main people working in the company. However, there can be circumstances even for small companies where you need to follow the procedure, and especially it will happen if you have external stakeholders. For example, your company is originally promoted by a small group, but later on you have taken funding from venture capitalists, or you might have taken funding from the bank, and therefore they have their representative on board and they also have the shareholding. So in this kind of cases, even if your company is small company and with limited shareholding and limited board of directors, you cannot ignore the impact, because otherwise the bank or venture capitalists may claim that you are not following the rules of Companies Act properly. So if you fall in this category, even though you are small, you might be advised to conduct board meetings quarterly and annual general meeting in a proper way, and also EGM whenever any important material comes up for discussion. So in summary, board of directors have only one type of meeting, whereas shareholders meetings are of two types. Frequency of meetings depend upon the specific situation of your company.
Thank you for watching this video. This video was brought to you by Epica Consulting Singapore. Subscribe to our channel today to get notified when new videos are posted.